You spend all this time in the gym and you get frustrated because you're not seeing the results that you want. So what do? You stop. Well, I'm going to show you today how you can take the program that you're following and turn it into a progress machine. There's many different ways to do this. We're just going to go over a couple today so that you can start making some gains in the gym, whether that's getting stronger, building more muscle tone, or losing some body fat. Whatever your goal is, you need to have some sort of plan in place that's going to help you progress over time. So that way you know what you're going to do today, but not just today, but the next day you come in, the next week, the next month. You're going to know what that's going to look like, and you're not going to be in the same place that you were, say, if you've been training for several months or more. You're going to have progressed in some way. So this means you can't just go into the gym and do the same thing over and over again. You can't just do the routine that you did back in high school and do the same exact sets, reps, weight, rest periods every single time you come into the gym. There needs to be a point where you start pushing yourself a bit. So to start things off, I'm going to go over a very simple way to progress things. It's called linear progression. Now what this is you're basically just increasing the difficulty over time. So in this example, we're going to be increasing the weight. Now, this tends to work best on barbell exercises like the barbell squat, the bench press, overhead press, the deadlift, things like that. Things like dumbbell curls or even dumbbell chest press. Those are going to progress slower. At the beginning, everything progresses quickly, but this is mainly for your barbell lifts. So if you start off week one, day one, the first day you train, let's say you squatted 45 pounds. All right. So for a lot of gyms, that's going to be just the empty bar, right? Some gyms have lighter bars. I highly recommend investing in one yourself or getting one at your gym if you're able to have that kind of pull politically. So you start with 45 pounds on day one. Day two, you come in, you add 5 pounds, and you do the same rep scheme. My suggestion would be every day to come in and do 3 sets of 5 repetitions. And in between each set, you rest for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The heavier it gets, the longer you're going to need to rest. So you come in, day one, 45 pounds, day two, 50 pounds. Second week, go up to 55 pounds. 60 pounds, starting to get a little heavier, starting to feel it a little bit. 65, 70, and then say week 4, you get up to 75 pounds, but now you're not able to do all 3 sets of 5. It's really heavy. So the first set you get 5, but it's a reach. You're really having to work for it. And then you're able to squeeze out a couple more sets of just 3 reps. So what do you do from here? What we're going to do is a reset, okay? AKA a deload. So the next day you come in, you're going to reset down to just 60 pounds. And it's going to give your body a chance to recover a little bit. It's some lighter work. You can build your technique back up a little more. Go up to 65, 70, and then boom, week 6, you're able to hit 75 pounds for all 3 sets of 5. New personal best for you. Congrats. So now you're able to get up to maybe 80 pounds for 3 sets of 5. And you keep going, and you can run this for a while. Depending on your situation, you could run something like this for as long as 3 months or something. So it's not going to last forever, but it's going to ensure that, hey, you're making some progress. You can use other rep ranges with this, but again, 3 sets of 5 is really good, and this really is mainly for the barbell exercises. Things like dumbbell exercises and cable exercises will not progress the same way. Our next progression scheme is called step loading. Now, this is a little less aggressive. So with linear progression, the progression can be pretty quick. It doesn't seem like it because you're only maybe adding 5 pounds or less every time. But if you look at it from a couple month view, you're going to add, up to like 80 pounds of weight to your lifts in just that short period of time. That's a big jump up. So, you can progress it slower, but this would be a good way to do that. Now instead of increasing the weight every time, we're increasing the amount of repetitions you're performing within each set. So On day 1, you're going to do 3 sets of 6. Let's use the dumbbell chest press as an example. So you're doing the dumbbell chest press laying down on your back. You do 3 sets of 6, let's say with 15 pounds. That's what you start with. You start with 15 pounds. And, you don't feel too much, but, you get a little work in. It feels okay. Then the next day you come in, you give yourself a day or 2 to recover. And then you come in the next time and you do 3 sets of 7. Not a huge difference. Week 2, 3 sets of 8. Now it's starting to challenge you a little bit. So, there's a little bit of a struggle going on. 3 sets of 9, same thing. 3 sets of 10. Pretty tough work, pretty tough effort. But now you scale back, you start over again at 3 sets of 6, so a reset like you saw with the linear progression, and you increase your weight, let's say to 20 pounds. You go from 15 to 20 pounds with your chest press. You bang out 6 reps, feels pretty good. And now you go to 3 sets of 7, 8, 9, 10, and then after you do your 3 sets of 10, that's a really tough effort. You go back down to sets of 6. And now you reset once again. Try going up to 25 pounds. Now with dumbbells, 5 pounds is a big jump. So you try your sets of 6, you're able to do it. Sets of 7, able to do it. But now it's getting pretty hard. You get up to sets of 8 and you're not able to finish it. What do you do now? Well, one of 2 different things. You can either go even lower with your rep scheme, or you can go back to 20 pounds and go beyond 10 reps and work at that weight a little longer until you master that. And then try your hand at 25 pounds once again. So none of these types of progressions will work forever, but these are ways that you can ensure that you're continuing to move forward with your training. So things are going to get challenging at times, but then as you can see, you reset. You go backwards a little bit. You maybe increase the weight. Give your body a little bit of a break before you start ramping back up the intensity again. And this is just good training. Good training is not hard all the time. Good training comes in waves. It's easier, gets harder, then it comes back down, it gets easier, your body recovers. Recovery is good. Recovery is where your body adapts, and it ensures that you're not going to get any sort of overuse injuries. And then you ramp back up and you can continue making progress for years and years when you do it this way. If you find this content helpful, check out my latest article. Link will be in the description.